Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft Season 7. My friends, I was just admiring the view of our janky iron farm over there in the distance. Actually, I'd say I was probably dreaming of what one day this will become. It'll be a glorious tower in the build theme that we have over here. Speaking of build themes, I think it's time that you get to see what I have in plan for you. So, behind this building, there is going to be a big old tower in the same theme, rising up into the sky, and that is what we're going to do at the very beginning of this episode. We're going to crack on and build it. But first of all, I have a question, and this skeleton is being rude. Good riddance. Yeah, took care of that fella. Anyway, before we were rudely interrupted, my question is, what are you most looking forward to this season of Hermitcraft? I hope for some of you it's going to be the base we're creating here in the jungle, as we're going to get a feel for it for the first time in this episode. But I must warn you, what we're building here, one of the towers rising out of the canopy of the jungle, is my first iteration, and I've done this without a lot of preparation, so it may look a little bit janky to begin with, but it's going to be a learning process. And that essentially means this first design is almost a prototype, but with time we will be learning what looks good and what doesn't. And as more and more towers start to rise out of the jungle, they're going to get more and more interesting than this one. But it is our first, and it's pretty crazy. Went with this slanted design over on this side, and then on the opposite side went for something circular that actually kind of moves inwards as well, just at a slower pace. And I've got an idea for a few things to go on the roof, but I've just done this like one section at a time, taking whatever idea is in my head and trying to execute it and make it interesting. Now, one thing you might be curious about is the yellow and black up the top here. Every single one of my towers is going to have a landing bay, so I can come in with the elytra, I can swoop down and land inside of the base. Look at this thing though. It's absolutely ridiculous. And as you can imagine, a lot of time and effort went into this, and you know what YouTubers like to tell you to do, so if you feel like leaving a like, it might help support this video, who knows. But yeah, more of this type of building to come. Our work on this project will of course continue in the future, but for now we're going to be heading over to the shopping district at the center of our world. There is a lot to talk about in this area. Things are going on just about everywhere at the moment. Shops are popping up. And then there's this absolute magic here in the middle. This was put together by Cubfan. He moved crystals from the end dimension all the way to the center of our world, and I can see why he claimed the 0-0 plot so he could make this beautiful centerpiece for the entire area. Absolutely incredible, that is. But we're here for this shop, which is the Breaking Bedrock service, and it would appear that Impulse just happens to be here. So are you just hanging out here all day?
It's all I do. It is all I do. This is my only shop. It's my only hope for diamonds right now. So I just stand in here, and if anybody passes by, I try to flag them down.
Well, I came over here purely for the intention of breaking Bedrock. I would like to hire your services.
Oh, perfect. You are actually going to be my customer number 2.
Ooh.
Scar has hired me. And he spelled the word curse wrong, but that's okay. But we won't judge him.
Okay.
You're in luck, though. I literally just dropped the price down to only 5 diamonds. It was 10, so now it's super cheap. Oh,
that's
it looks like Scar
a bargain,
overpaid.
my friend. This is the spot right here where I need a hole busted into bedrock. And do you know what I just realized? I have no idea what's underneath this bedrock block. It could be another one.
You think it's another bedrock? Oh. We could get into like a busting marathon here. If it's a bunch more.
Okay, does your thing work like multiple times downwards?
Well, because it takes up a bit of space to do it, we would have to bust like a 2x3 over and over again. So it could get pretty tedious. Typically what I do is I'll go underneath and then find that block that's actually 127 only, and then pick that spot. So maybe we take a second.
Okay, I'm killing a ghast with my swords. That didn't work. Gotcha.
I flew right through one earlier.
I didn't get any. This probably looks very similar to a second ago, but I assure you this is in the correct place. So we've been underneath, dug out some netherrack, found this thing straight away. That's just one block of bedrock.
All right, so the first thing we want to do is, this is the block, you've marked it. We're going to change it out with a piston. Okay. All right, and then I'm just going to kind of build this out here, give you an idea. I'm going to put this lever here. Don't flip it just yet.
Okay, okay. This is
All right.
interesting watching you at work. You obviously practiced and got the groove.
I just did this for Scar actually, so it did work for me first time, but there are some kind of tricks of the trade here. So one of the things is we have to place this next piston facing down, like right at the exact moment, which requires super fast clicking. And what I've done to do that is I actually have a macro that I can run. Like really...
you cheat.
I know, right? Says the macro king.
Yeah.
So what I do is I actually have a button on my keyboard that allows me to quickly try to place the block.
May I just remind you, there are 2 pieces of TNT here, and one can destroy items, and the other one can kill the player.
Yeah.
You're gonna gamble it. He's gambling it. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So okay. I'm nervous now. You got me nervous, man. Like super nervous. Whoa! Hearts. Oh no! I think I might have missed it.
Wait, they're both facing down.
Yeah, weird. Did we get it?
Was it supposed to do something?
We missed it. Okay, take number 2. Let's see if I can get this right this time. Okay, lever that. Come over here. Look up. Macro. I died this time. No way.
Oh my god! And everything disappeared. Oh,
no, is all my stuff gone? Is it gone?
No, sorry. By everything, I mean all the blocks. No pistons were left behind. You're good. You're good.
Okay. Is there a hole in the roof?
No, there is no hole.
What? Oh my gosh. Apparently.
You're supposed to be a professional.
Apparently I need to pay more attention to Ray's video because I'm getting it all wrong. So I'm gonna maybe go give it another watch and see where I'm failing here. All right, so it's possible that I just am derping this one up and didn't pay close enough attention to the video.
That could be it. Us hermits are often overworked.
Yeah, I did just come off of the live stream and maybe a little scatterbrained, so could be. But there is this way that I've done many times, and for the most part it works. Sometimes it takes a couple tries to work, but it usually does after a few tries. So let's give this one a go. It's a fairly similar idea, and what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go underneath first, so I don't have to worry about doing that while we're in the process here. And then again, it involves TNT. It involves trying to place a piston down, and
good luck. Ooh.
It didn't work.
It looked like it did.
I know, it looked very promising. The good news is it's pretty easy to set back up. Try again. I telling you picked the most stubborn block there is. There we go. See? Try
wait, but it's facing upwards.
Yeah.
Are you telling me?
Yeah, that's a promising sign.
Oh!
There we go.
Magic.
First try.
Yeah, definitely the first try. It was the first successful try. Well, this is the not so fun bit. I've got my wings though, so woo, down we go. Actually, this place is sort of all cleared out at the moment. No, it's not. I'm getting shot at. Oh, here we go. Oh. Good gods, I'm getting shot at. Oh, no. Whoa, tap space. That could have been the end of me. I've left my ender chest up the top. I don't have enough ladders. Can I use an ender pearl here? Oh, pro skills. So we now have safe passage to the Nether fortress, and I got a skull. I killed like 4 of them and got one. So I figured I'd leave this here for now as a marker, and then other hermits are probably going to see that and figure out what's down below. Now before we hop through our portal here, I see gold plates, and what do I think? Maybe leading to a gold farm that someone's built? This actually goes to Cleo's base, and she's building on top of the nether roof. That's so cool. I know all of this is temporary, but it's still... What an awesome way to get to her base. Is there a nether portal through here? Oh. That's interesting. So, yeah, you'll get flicked down and there's buttons. Ah, I see. So the portal activates that for you. That's really clever. I really like that. You might mistake me for an actual bee from this view. Oh, okay, I'm having too much fun with this, I tell ya. And so we've made our way back to the shopping area. As I said earlier, there's new shops popping up. We got our honey shop to check for profits, and the head games has begun. This was also made by Cleo. You can see there's a bunch of diamond blocks over there, not to be confused with these ones for all the plots that hermits have paid for. This is going to be the prize of participating in the head games. So as we know, Cleo is the armor stand queen. She loves to do all the details and decorations, especially with the heads of mobs and hermits. As you can see, she's already got her hands on a few here, including Grians. Look at that. Look at that Grian face right there. Definitely not a fish. And then there's a lot of instructions over here as well. And basically the idea is that the person with the most points is going to get all of the diamonds. There's 32 diamond blocks in total. And then different types of heads are worth different amounts of points. And it just so happens that I wandered into a wandering trader. Or maybe it wandered into me. We just had our first wandering trader visitor. Yes, there you are, my friend. There you are. And the heads that you trade are now very useful for us. We can get Wells Knight's heads, who's actually not playing this season, which is a shame. And I could possibly grab some of these other ones as well. However, I'm not sure if I'm going to need them. What do I have to hand? I think it's one each, right? Yeah, it's just one each. I remember that now after I've crafted a bunch. No, is that not okay? Huh. Yeah, look at that. Very strange. But if I click here, then it accepts it. So there we go. I think I've got soul sand ice as well. I ain't got the mushroom block. The dude just fell off the edge. And had more trades to make, man. Well, there's only one thing to do now. Collect the llama heads, unfortunately. Well, it turned out this dude actually survived the fall, and now we've got a zombie closing in on us. Oh, goodness me. I mean, I know you're a wandering trader, but please stop wandering away from me. Oh, okay. There we go. We've officially done all the trades I can actually do, with exception to these ones. So we've collected ourselves some hermit heads and blocks, and we've got a wandering trader head as well. I was just about to say I love how peaceful this biome is, and then phantoms. Hang on a second. Should you be able to spawn over here? This is a mushroom island. Jeez. So rude. Wait a minute, this is an opportunity to get another head, isn't it? I should be using my looting sword. Okay. Come in for the kill, dude. Get looted. Here we go. Ah, didn't get a head. So, as some of you may have guessed, these right here aren't actually heads. These are what we got from the trades. I'll have to clarify with Cleo if she's looking for all mini blocks, but essentially this is the head games, so only these ones here would count. And we've got a bunch from the ends, and I've got a few of these already. I actually want to be a participant in this game. And although these are really cool for building with, I don't actually have plans to do anything with them this season. And I've done some projects with them in the past, like Season 5, we did some miniature biomes. This is actually an insanely cool project now that I think about it. We had miniature biomes, we had little heads all over the place, and we tried to collect all of them that season and got pretty close. But this season, I am happy to play in this game, and I am going to be a willing combatant as well. So you can play this game passively and just get heads without PvP, or you can participate in the PvP. Now, I have 0 deaths, and you know what? I really don't care much about dying. I've tried to go a season without dying in the past, and it just makes everything tense and awkward, and so I'm going to take my sign off of this wall, wherever it rests, and put it on the other side. So this game don't begin until the 20th, but when that happens, I can be killed, and I can also kill these players. And remember, we're all willing combatants who have opted in, so we're all fine with PvP and being killed. At the end of the day, it's a game. It's part of the fun. Also, look at that view. That looks amazing. Alright, my friends, looks like we've got a new objective for the future, which is to gather lots of heads. And we've actually got some for sale over here. Someone might come and buy them up for the game. I'm actually just going to leave them in here so we got some stock. And with that, 5 diamonds, but the sales elsewhere. Oh, no, we made a few there. Not looking so good, of course, but this is great because I don't have a lot of diamonds. However, something took place earlier, and I actually got my hands on a lot of diamonds. This is rather interesting. My friends, do you remember the Saloon? Well, we were here a couple of episodes ago, waging a bet because I had 0 deaths, And now I've been summoned by Ren the Kid himself, a hermit with a particularly gravelly voice.
Welcome, pilgrims, to the game of life. In
Ren,
the saloon.
what happened to your voice?
What do you mean, Bizuma?
It's kind of gravelly.
Yeah,
Why are you talking like that?
whiskey. Hypnotized.
I can't really keep that up. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Welcome to the saloon. Listen, exciting times. All of the wages are in for the game of life. And of course, we are betting to see who lasts longest at 0 deaths. Hypno, you came in with 30 diamonds, dude?
I'm not gonna die. I got it.
Okay. Well, guys, I got some bad news. Jevin stole my cow, and I need 100 diamonds to get it back. So I need to raise my bet, if that's possible. Are you guys brave enough to add some more diamonds in here?
Are you saying we're playing a round of poker for our lives?
That's right, Holiday. And I got your number.
You two have spent too much time in this bar.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, okay, I'm down. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Okay, well, listen, I'm going to raise the bet to 5, all right? I'm raising the bet to 5. Hypno, you can call or raise. What you got?
I'll call.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's not backing down. All right.
No, I got it.
Holiday?
This is not how we play the game of life here. What are those lousy bets? Let's make it 15 more.
What?
15.
Yeah.
I got a bit of confession. I'm kind of broke, and I don't have diamonds, and I can't really afford any more here.
Wait, what do you mean, bro?
What?
Bizuma, how can you
I mean, I haven't been mining
go
for
without
diamonds,
any
okay?
diamonds? Man.
What can I say? I'm broke. I'm a broke
Okay.
bee.
What do we do
That's
now?
kind of awkward.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I tell you what, X, dude.
Yeah.
I'll buy you out of the game right now, okay? Like, if you leave now,
Well-
it makes my chances of winning better.
That's fine. I can't afford to stay in, so
Okay.
buy me out.
All right, I tell you what. 25 diamonds to leave the saloon right now, and also sleep on your way out, please.
25.
Yep.
Yeah,
and you can
okay,
take,
yeah,
and
yeah.
you take your wager back.
Say what?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I'm
Right.
out. See you guys. Cheers. Pleasure playing with you. That's right, my friends. I really don't have a lot of diamonds left, so I didn't want to join in the wager, but I don't think Ren thought about the maths there. We've actually made a profit of 25 diamonds by literally doing nothing, which is fine by me. And over here, off in the distance, a beautiful build has emerged. Let's go check out what this is. I'm loving the theme. It's kind of like the saloon with the wood, right? I think that this is Ren's Skelly Grinder. Oh, and I love the S7, Season 7 of Hermitcraft. Well, my friends, it is 5 diamonds a pop, and since we have our own skeleton grinder, I guess that would be a little bit of a waste, wouldn't it? I, my friends, have a confession to make. The steak you see on my hotbar, it comes from these mushroom cows. I have invested no time in a food source whatsoever, and what I do is I come over to this place and just slaughter them from time to time. They just respawn all over the place here. You know, it'd be a great place to make a farm for these, wouldn't it? So there we go, a little bit of effort. We got a stack and a half. Probably won't last as long as I'd like, but I was thinking, as this place slowly transforms with cobblestone paths and grass, it's less spaces that the mushrooms can spawn, so they'll probably end up being a little bit more concentrated into certain areas. Anyway, we got an elytra shop that Jevin set up. We got a glass shop that Strass has built over here. And this is a very interesting shop by Hypno where everything costs a single diamond. And I got to admit, there are some tempting trades in here. I mean, unbreaking books, but best of all, mending books for a diamond. That's absolutely crazy. Oh, but only for one purchase at a time. Well, you know my plan is to be self-sufficient this season, so I'm really not going to be doing a lot of shopping in this district. And boy oh boy, has Corrales put in the work over here with his enchanted bookshop. The stock is ridiculous. Like, look at this. He's been stocking up on all of the best types of books. This is something I want to do in the future for my own personal use, is trade with the villagers. Man, he has really been putting in the hours over here. This is bonkers. See, I've only been in this area for a couple of minutes, killing the cows, and new ones are spawning again. It is ridiculous here. By the way, this beautiful centerpiece here in the middle, built by Cubfan, is also a shop for quartz. And quartz is something I'm going to need a lot of this season, and I really need to get trading with the villagers in order to get lots of it. I would be tempted, but I'd consider that a little bit on the pricey side. At some point soon, I'm going to take a trip into the Nether, get loads of quartz, because we need that stuff for our base. Do you know what else we need? Gravel. What an amazing transition that was. Sometimes when you're recording, you just waffle on, and it just makes sense to cut it short, you know? So we're over at Etho's area, and he said that he had some gravel that I could have. Whoa, Etho's been collecting tons of stuff over here. There it is. So what I'm going to do is leave him a shulker box, and he'll probably know who that's from, and then fill up the shulker box with this gravel here. Actually, what I'm going to do is just put this out here, and when he opens it, there you go. Thanks for the gravel X. So this gravel will go a ways to help replenish my supplies. You know, these chests right here were full to the brim, and I had over a full double chest of white concrete earlier on before I started building. We're going to need extraordinary amounts of this stuff throughout the season because this is just like the first of many, many builds. Oh, it's crazy. And this is where we're going to wrap this episode up. If you have enjoyed yourself, then be sure to leave a like on the video. Thanks as always for doing that. I'll see you very soon with another episode. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.